Hello folks. So yeah, I'm wearing the same clothes because I've just done one video. This is my other video. This is my Black Summer Season 1 review. Now this is a bit of a strange one. The sun's absolutely beaming on me. I'm sweating. Not that you really want to see my face, but anyway, Black Summer. It's a zombie movie during an outbreak. A series during a zombie outbreak. The first episode, I will say, is by far the best episode of the season, because I don't know who wrote this. I really don't, nor do I care to look up, because I'm really not that interested in who wrote this, because the writing of this is garbage, absolute garbage. The philosophy of the film series is there, but it's like, what's going on? You know, it's like, for instance, right, spoilers, last episode, they're going downtown, right? They're trying to get to the football stadium, to the evac centre, all right? And then all these people, en masse, don't know where all these people, why they all went there at the same bloody time, who knows, they don't explain that. But they're walking through and a zombie comes up and you have about 30, 40 people shooting this zombie. And it's like, why you're all shooting this zombie? There's only one, and they're all literally emptying full clips into it. And it's like, what? Sometimes the zombies take one shot to the chest and somehow they're dead. And it's like, what the hell's going on here? It's like, I don't know. And the zombies kind of just seem to run at you, and then if one grabs them, then it's like, oh, you've got that one. I'm going to run over this way. Woo, woo, and they go off running. It's like a game of tag. It's like, what? Some of it don't make sense. I mean, the first episode is fantastic. It kind of jumps from people to people. And it's kind of, you know, you kind of understand what's going on here. It's mysterious. It's cracking. You're thinking, oh, what's going to go on here? What's going to go on here? And then it's just like you have really weird writing in each of the episodes, and it's like, what? There's an episode where they heist weapons from this place. You don't know how they know about this place. You don't know anything, and yet they seem to hatch this plan to rob all these weapons from this giant nightclub where they've got, like, what's the polite way of putting this? They've drugged up a load of women to do kind of naughty things, yeah? And it's like, they break into this place, they know exactly where the weapons are. It's only been guarded by one guy that seems to, like, not notice a guy running down the stairs at him, and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's got a gun, and you can see that these people are coming to attack him, and he's like, I'm just gonna sit here. And it's like, what's going on? Why? What's happening here? And they seem to, like, rob all these weapons, right? They don't seem to grab any ammunition. You watch them, and, like, there's only, like, one guy who opens up a little drawer and pulls out a couple of magazines. And yet all the guns are, like, fully loaded with magazines in. They take all these guns, and yet throughout a couple of episodes, they're shooting bullets off. Like, you know, they've got the cheap cartridge plugged in. It's like, what? Why? What's happening here? Why? Where's all these bullets come from? You know what I mean? It makes absolutely no sense. But I mean, the writing's absolutely sloppy. Is it a good thing? I mean, people are like, why is everybody hating this series so bad? And it's like, it's written by a 10-year-old. You know what I mean? And it's like, there's no gore in it. You have, like, a bit of blood on the zombie things, and then when a zombie jumps on someone, it completely changes the camera angle. So I'm assuming they had a very low budget or something. You know what I mean? It's like the car chase scene. They're going around the same kind of 6 houses, and you're like, well, how are they getting away if they're driving the same bloody place in circles? No wonder they keep getting found. And it's like, makes no sense why people are ramming each other off the road. It's like, why they do that? And it was like, oh, it's the other guy. What was the other guy? What was he thinking? Do we not get a story to fill in? they don't fill in the blanks, you know what I mean? It's like, this is happening now, this is happening now, this is happening now, this group's doing this group's doing that, this guy ended up here. You've got children that have become bloody SAS bloody soldiers setting up booby traps everywhere, and it's like, how the hell is a school kid setting up explosive bloody booby traps? And then it's like, what? How? Why are these kids in this school doing this? What the hell's going on? It doesn't make sense. So, you know, I'm downloading the second series as we speak. I'm hoping it's a lot better than the first. The first one had good moments, but the writing is poor, really poor. They could have made this into a brilliant series. It really would have been a brilliant series. You know what I mean? Especially if you like The Walking Dead. I mean, let's be honest. Fear the Walking Dead is turning to God knows. What happened to that? I don't know. Season 7, it's like, what? And then they're like, let's go to war, right? And then you've got like no war. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead. I ain't even seen series 11 yet of Walking Dead, nor am I really that bothered, because obviously a lot of people start watching it after Negan when he came in. Yeah, I started watching it after basically Rick came out, because after the episodes after that, it was kind of like, this is crap. You know what I mean? The only character really holding it all together is Daryl. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just crap. I mean, you know. But anyway, that's The Walking Dead. I'll do a full review of that anyway. And The World Beyond, I ain't even watching that garbage. You know what I mean? But anyway, Black Summer, if they'd have written it right and done it correctly and had proper character development, because it was all a bit mysterious at first, and then you kind of know absolutely nothing about these characters, and the only character you get to know about gets shot by, you know, sorry, spoilers, gets shot by the woman, because he's like, leave me, my leg's wrecked. And it's like, right, so what's going on? Why are you doing this? Why? And then the woman's like, bam, there you go, dead. Right, so you killed off one of the best characters for it, because he had a bad leg, but his bad leg kind of came and gone. And it's like the one character hurts his hand, and then the next scene he's in the supermarket with his hands perfectly fine, and he's collecting loads of supermarket food and stuff like that. And he walked in through automatic doors, and he didn't think to like shut the doors down on something, lock them, barricade them, don't let the doors open. He could have survived for ages, but no, he didn't. It's just like, it's really badly written. You're trying to follow, sorry, my chicken's in the corner scratching away, getting all the bugs. You know what I mean? I'm sorry if you can hear all the time, that's me chicken. But anyway, out of 10. But this could have been a 7 or an 8, yeah? Could have been, if the writing was good. I don't mind that you don't see the gore and people being ripped apart and everything. That I can, you know, use your own imagination for that, you know what I mean? But it was just written poorly. You don't get none of that. It's like, what's happening here? What's going on? So anyway, I'm going to give this a 3. The potential would have been much higher if it wasn't written so crap. The first episode was brilliant. I mean, if you want to do it by episode, the first episode, I would have given that a 7 out of 10. Despite the many flaws that are in the first episode, but the flaws seem to get bigger and worse throughout the series. You know what I mean? But anyway, honestly, it's a 3 out of 10, but it's still worth a watch. It's just, you've got to switch your mind off and think, right, they've got the infinite ammo cheat cartridge. They all seem to like shoot zombies everywhere but the head, and then all of a sudden when they're running through downtown, they're shooting zombies in the chest and they're dying off one bullet. And it's like, yeah, 40 of you shot one zombie, and it's like zombies just like jump out of nowhere. And it's like, why you have a Korean character that can't speak flipping English? Why, I don't know, but she sits there, you know, in the one episode where they're in the underground park thing, I think it's like episode 7 or something like that, they're talking where the soldiers, again, don't get me started with the soldiers, why they're after loot and after load of money when the entire society is collapsing. Who knows, money's pointless. If it was gold or silver, yeah, you could use that stuff during an outbreak in bad times like this, but money's worthless, but they were after the money. Why? I don't know. But anyway, you know, but it's nice to see that, you know, the thoughts of the zombies, once they die, they instantly turn. So obviously there's no story as to how it started, but you kind of understand what they turn into, what they turn into. Sorry, my phone's going to die in a minute, so I'm going to wrap this up as quickly as I can. But anyway, there's a lot of more questions in this series than really answers. But the main premise of the story is just one woman, well, basically they need to get to the stadium. And the one woman wants to find a child there, and everybody wants to evac, and they don't really know what's going on. So I'm hoping Series 2 is going to be a lot better. We'll soon find out. But anyway, you know, I'm going to find out in the next couple of hours, because my download will be done. I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to post my review up of Black Summer Season 2. Oh, and I found another one, but I'll let you know after I've done Season 2. But anyway, 3 out of 10 for this. The potential would have been so much higher, so I've got a higher aspiration that Season 2 is going to be written better. If it hasn't been written better, that's kind of it. I ain't watching the Season 3 if they even bother to make one. But anyway, please like, share and subscribe if you like the video. The store and information like that is down in the description, if I've done it yet, because sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It depends on whether I've done it through my software thing. But anyway, that's that. Thank you all for watching. Ta-ra.